everybody. Welcome to the show. Mike's here. Amy's back. Hello, Ames.
Hello. How
How
are
are
you?
you? I'm good.
I like your setup there, Mike.
Yeah. I'm in the dining room.
Oh,
I like your
okay.
setup too. What do you got? There's new stuff back there.
Yeah, I just was unboxing a new award, Mike.
You got an award?
I got an award. I've got 3 awards back there. Like you can't
That's
really
a Lions
see 'em.
logo and a Tigers
I've got-
logo and Eminem and Tupac, I think I see.
I've got this. And I've got this.
What are you getting all this stuff for?
And then I got this. And then I have a 10 and a 15 for my anniversaries at the company. So I'm just collecting hardware.
15 years?
Yeah, this is my 16th year. I'm celebrating my 16th anniversary this month.
Wow.
I know, isn't that crazy? And so I
Does it feel like a long time?
No, it doesn't. It's fucking
Yeah.
crazy. And I don't feel old enough to have worked somewhere that long.
I know. Dude, I was at Riff for almost 18 years, I think. Which is kind of crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah. What are they for? What are you getting stuff for?
Well, those are presidents. They're called President's Circle and President's Club. So for the President's Circle, I think it's something along the lines of like you have some of the largest accounts within the company. So I've gotten that the past 2 years.
Okay.
So,
all right.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Well, thank you.
You're very, very talented. No doubt about it.
Yes.
Hope everybody enjoyed yesterday with Dave Landau.
I have to listen,
Amy
Mike.
You haven't listened to it yet?
No, I haven't because I'm binging
great.
a new show.
What are you binging?
Animal Kingdom on Netflix. It's not about animals, though.
It's called Animal Kingdom?
Yeah, but it's not about animals.
How can you have a show called Animal Kingdom that's not about animals?
I know. It's like about this white trash criminal family in California that they just like have this like criminal enterprise that they run as a family, and a bunch of shit happens and people die, and there's a lot of sex, and
Is it a documentary or is it a
no,
drama?
it's a series. Yeah, it's a drama.
Where
There's
in
6
California?
seasons of it.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Where are they based in? Are they in Southern or Northern?
Well, Southern, because they go to Mexico a lot.
Yep, that would be Southern.
So
I am not there. I drove through that shithole.
How was the drive, Mike?
You know what? I actually tweeted or Facebooked about I finally hit some traffic like 10 miles from my destination. I drove.
Shit.
Now, granted, a lot of that was at night and it was on a weekend. So, but usually it doesn't matter. You drive through Palm Springs and LA, like Central Valley is fine. You're kind of cooking. You'll deal with trucker assholes in your way. But for the most part, you're cooking for 5 hours.
I mean, what's the speed limit? Do they ever hit 75 out there like you do in Northern Michigan?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I was doing 90 for a lot of it.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think it's 75 in a lot of it. But then there's a lot of 55 areas, and I blow that off. But don't see a lot of cops. But yeah, I was surprised. Like going through LA now, it was, I don't know, 8 o'clock at night, something like that. But still 8 o'clock at night in LA, the roads are really like 5 lanes. If on the, what am I on, the 5, the 210 or the 280, one of those, whatever it is, it's always like, boy, when you've come into LA. And even, going through the Coachella Valley and that stuff, you just hit a shitload of traffic. And I saw some people making posts, like, holy shit, all the illegals are afraid of ICE. And so they're not on the road.
That's funny.
They're in hiding. But so I don't know, is it a mix of like weekend, evening, not quite in that prime time, but it's like, okay, this is the smoothest sailing through the LA area I've ever had.
That's funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
The
It's kind of
ESPYs are
wild.
happening in LA right now, Mike.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. There was one reason to care about that. Someone tweeted, maybe it was you.
I don't
Was
think
there
so.
someone of importance to us hosting, or a part of it was Scooble or something, or golf? It doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, I
But
don't think so. Shane Gillis is hosting.
there you go. Shane Gillis. That's what it was. I love Shane
Yeah.
Gillis. Yeah.
Well, that's not Jared Goff or Tariq
Mm-mm.
Skubal.
No, I knew there was a reason. I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting. Maybe I'll tune in for that. And I was like, well, what would make me say that? Is Amon Ra there? Is J Rod Goff there or something?
Have you watched
Scooble?
Quarterback yet?
Part of it. I've watched sorry, I had something struck in my teeth. I watched the first 3 episodes. Did you see my tweet, or no, my Facebook about it? Where I
don't
saw the
know.
guy that looks just like Newberg.
Oh yes, that was hilarious. And then when I saw him, it totally stuck out to me. I was like, it looks just like him. Like, are
Oh
we
my
sure it's
God.
not him?
Yeah, right? I'm like, dude, and of course he's wearing a Lions t-shirt.
I know. That's why
in
I'm like,
Antigua.
I know it's very possibly him.
Yeah.
But I breezed through that because I just fast forwarded through Kirk Cousins and Joe Burrow.
Right? I kind of find myself, I'm making
Just
myself
don't give a shit.
watch it. I know. I'm right there with you. Kirk Cousins might be the most boring vanilla. He's Jay. If you want to
Totally.
know what Jay is really like on a day-to-day, like outside of the guy that's rude to trans people or, stuff like that on a talk show, Jay is Kirk Cousins.
Oh my God, that's funny.
Both went to Michigan State. Both dearly love their wife and would stay with her for no matter what. Love their kid. That's what he is. Jay is Kirk Cousins. And I find Kirk Cousins extremely boring. Not that I find Jay boring, but it's that kind of vibe.
Yeah.
But yeah, Joe Burrow is kind of weird. I hate all the fashion shit with these guys. And
know,
maybe
it's
that's
so
the
dumb.
boomer in me. But
I don't like it either. I think it's stupid. Like,
yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know what it is. Like, these guys are the manliest of men, and then you have this like fruity gay guy in the corner of like so many of these ultra wealthy, like picking out your clothes for you. It's just weird,
Mm-hmm.
And so Joe Burrow gives off that vibe.
Yeah.
What is that? Quick one. What happens when you dig a little deeper? I don't know what that means, Crack.
I don't know what it means either. I thought maybe you would. That's why I put it up there.
Quick one. What happens when you dig a little deeper? Is he talking about the open road in California? Because he used to live, Crack there used to live in San Diego. He's very familiar with the area coming up the coast. Is he talking about that, or is he making fun of me for something, which would be totally fine too?
I hope he's making fun of you for something.
It could be.
Mike.
You want to see, I went to their beach yesterday.
Yeah, but I was going to say
the
something. Yeah, I do, but I was going to make an announcement.
What do you got? What is it?
Next Wednesday at 3 p.m. Eastern, we're talking to Aiden.
8 minutes, 39 seconds. Not bad. You were able to hold off. All I texted you was, are you sopping right now? Is that the deal? You're No, for those that care, and there are people watching now that are big fans, we had to reschedule with Turtle Boy, Aiden, who's basically like the northeast version of MLL Rick, or more Charlie LaDuff, I think.
Yeah.
And
it's interesting. I've been digging into some of his, and I want to ask him about some other stories that he's been part of breaking a lot of big stories prior to Karen Reed. And it's kind of funny because people try to like make him, they call him a blogger, like I think to be like insulting towards him, and like he's not a real
exactly
journalist.
What it is.
But when he tells you like some of the stories he broke earlier in his career, it's like, yeah, he's been doing this for a minute. Like he's been exposing corruption for a minute. This isn't just some like one-off that he got, lucky on. So he's an interesting dude to listen to. And you know, like I said,
He's a talker,
I don't
right?
even want.
He
Oh,
holds his own.
yeah, he totally holds his own. I
Yeah.
mean, he hosts a solo show a few times a week, so I mean, he talks all the time. But you know, like I said, I don't even want to have him on to talk about Karen Reed. I'm more interested in talking to him about what he's experiencing and the charges they brought on him for covering Karen Reed. So that'll be more so the discussion.
Yeah, we'll have fun with him for sure.
Yeah, he's a funny
and that's Wednesday, next Wednesday.
Yeah, next Wednesday.
Okay. Yeah, that'll be fun, and I'll do my research. You'll do yours.
How long are you out there, Mike?
I'm coming back in a few days. So I haven't decided if I'm going to make the second half of the drive on Monday morning or if I'm going to try to do it on Sunday. So we'll see. Like I said, my sister is flying to Michigan to go be with my mama while she has surgery. So she's flying out on the 20th, and I don't want to stay here without her here. She's the one that kind of keeps me, like organized and dealing with the kids. And so I think it's best for me to skedaddle then.
Will the stuff at your house be done?
But yeah. Yes, they're coming tomorrow. You're talking about motherboard 4?
Yeah. Well, and the shit that's going on upstairs.
No, that's
like
going to be a longer. That's a huge
but motherboard
one.
4
yeah, that's going to be weeks. Yeah, where I just sitting in that room, it's a sweat box. It made it really hard. And the more you talk in an enclosed space like that, the hotter it gets. So I was feeling faint in there.
We do not want you.
Yeah, they've called me twice.
That sucks.
Can't happen. So they've called me twice and been like, "Yep, we've ordered motherboard 4. It's arriving." And then they called me like an hour ago, and they were like, "Just double check, and we're good for tomorrow. We're coming to install." And I'm like, "Yep, call G Money. Leave me out of this. I won't be there." But when I get back, having a nice air conditioning studio will be much better. But yeah, it's funny. I have to kick everybody out of their house
to do this.
So the kid.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So not...
and I apologize if someone knocks on the door. If someone walks by and Charlie gets wind of it, she'll diesel out big time. So she did that a couple times with Landau.
Mike, is
last night.
Cece fat? Okay.
A little bit. She's furry. Why do you ask if she's fat? She swims every day.
Well, you sent me a video of Cece at the beach next to another dog. And I don't know if maybe just that dog is super skinny, but I looked at Cece and it struck me like Cece is kind of fat.
Yeah, a little bit. Now, here's the thing.
But she doesn't look fat when she's like wet in the pool, though. So maybe she is just...
Her hair's kind of blown out, so she looks wider. She looks waddly. Here's the thing. Chuck, and I got to be quiet because she's laying right over there, looks like an asshole right now. She got one of those, like her mom, and it's been a big discussion with the family here because they're like, my mom tipped $20. But it was all done online. And so Jen took the dog in for a haircut, and they just mowed this thing down. I mean, it is anorexic, creepy skinny. Like, it's weird. I just walked in and went, the fuck happened to Chuck? What's going on here? She looks terrible. And they're horrified by it. They're very embarrassed. But standing next to Cece, it's a different world. So I'll show you the beach we went to really quick. Here it is. This is the dog beach. This is Cece's. And you know what? I was looking at, I had a memory pop up, and it was like, hey, you know those then and nows they do?
Mm-hmm.
You know those on like Facebook or whatever it is? God, I need a tissue so bad, and no one's here. It popped up it was a year ago, the day before that we were at this beach.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. And what you're looking at here, walking down that is kind of okay on the way down. Like, this is a long way down to get to this beach.
Yeah, looks like it.
And walking up, it was like, oh my God, I don't think I'm going to make it last year. I'm in better shape than I was last year. I've done a lot more walking, been in the Pazul. And so I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, it'll be a breeze. Nightmare. Absolute night. I almost died yesterday. And my thigh is on fire. My back is dead. It's a disaster. And it probably won't do it justice looking at this because it's just a small picture, but this was our arrival.
Oh, you ready to go, James? Are you ready to go?
Look at that ridiculous haircut.
Where's little Mad Dog?
There's Mad Dog running.
Oh, are you gonna go play in the ocean? You are? Cease.
She's like, shut up, Dad, let's go. She kind of looks like a fatso, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
I think-
especially next to that dog.
Yeah. And then you can see her running really quick. It's brief, but just so you guys get an idea, there's no one here, though. It's kind of cool. She can still run.
Hi, Chuck. Good girl. Good girl. Where are you going, Beans?
Yeah, she looks fat. Oh, boy.
Oh, and Royston's gonna throw it.
Isn't that kind of cool spot, though, for dogs?
Yeah, Mike, why can't I see you?
What do you mean?
There. Now
Right.
I can see you.
Yeah, I made the picture full screen.
Yeah, and then we were just staring at a blank fucking screen.
What do you mean?
It was just blank. I couldn't
You
see
couldn't see the
anything.
video?
No,
You
I
couldn't see the-
could, but I could, and then it went away, and then it was just blank, and I was just hearing you talk.
Oh. I
But-
don't know.
Yes, Mike, the general consensus is that she's fat.
Yeah, she's fat. Yeah, she's a little heavier. She's swimming every day. Her day's lazy. Are we going to hear about Mike's tragically weak ankles? You know, my ankles were fine. My ankles were great. Get that dog on a diet. Yeah. Oh, God. I went to Tony's Pizza, my favorite pizza joint.
Yeah.
Gave her some scraps and everything. And
So
Yeah.
we left to go up north, and we had this teenage boy staying at our house to watch the dogs. And
did he go through your panty drawer?
No. But
Okay.
Diesel needs pills every day. And we don't really have much food in the house. And so I was like, we could get some grilled chicken or something. And, and Rocky goes, Diesel likes DoorDash food.
So does Cece.
I was like, that's so true.
Yeah.
I was like, well, he can just order Diesel nuggets from DoorDash then.
Yeah,
To give
it's
him
so
the pill.
bad. It's so bad. I got to do better. I'm just like, I'm giving her too much people food, I think, but I can't help it.
Yeah,
She's
my
standing there.
dogs
She's
live
like,
on people food.
yeah, my mom made the mistake of telling me, she's like, oh, our first dog, Molly, that's all she ate. We didn't even buy
Yeah.
dog food. She just
Right.
like whatever we were having for dinner, it was just
Yeah,
scraped into a bowl,
exactly. Same.
and that's what she ate. And I'm like, oh, okay, so I'm not the first asshole to do that to his dog.
That's how I grew up though too, and so I think that's just probably what we're used to, and that's how we are with our dogs. Whereas some are super strict the other way, but same thing. I mean, we've always given our dogs people food, always.
Yeah.
Mike,
gotta
you
do
know how we
better.
were talking about, like how we kind of just take like if there's an easier way to do things, we're gonna pay to do that versus
You and I.
Yeah, me. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yep.
So I had a perfect example of this happen last week because I needed new area rugs because mine were. I either needed new ones or I needed to clean my existing ones.
Yeah,
And
new ones.
exactly
Yeah.
the thought of all the effort that would go in to cleaning all of them. I was like, I can just fucking go on Amazon and have new ones here tomorrow.
Yeah.
Roll up the old ones, throw them out,
Gone.
and lay new ones down.
Yeah, I
So
never
that's what I did.
understand why they're so expensive. Area rugs. I mean, I know you can buy cheap ones, but
Yeah.
it's like they're either $5 at Target or $20,000. It's like, is there
I
no
found
in
some that
between?
were in between that.
That's what my experience has been. It's like, oh, it's a 10 by 10 by 8 rug or something, and that'll be $180,000. I'm like, oh yeah, cool.
Yeah. And I mean, I
Yeah.
don't have super nice ones anyways because my dogs just are a disaster. They're old, so Diesel just does not give a fuck. He'll go to the bathroom wherever, and they shed and stuff. So I don't have like nice things in that way.
Yeah.
So it's just easier for me to order a new $150 rug than spend all fucking day cleaning area rugs.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I don't blame you. I mean, are they torn up though? Or they just need a vacuum?
No, not just a vacuum, but like they need to be cleaned with like a carpet cleaner.
Yeah. Yeah. Throw them
And
away.
I'm not
Time
trying
for
to
a new
do
one.
all that.
No.
Yeah, no,
No.
vacuuming is one thing, but no, but I don't just get a new one instead of vacuuming every time. But
Yeah.
like if
Ran
I
out of
actually
windshield washer fluid and just get a new one.
get a new
You're not at that level.
right.
Oh my God. Well, I don't know if you had a chance to listen to. I wasn't very familiar with Sean Ryan's podcast.
I've listened to him every a little bit here and there on YouTube.
What do you
I've
think?
listened to him.
Because I don't want to, like, if that's what his show is, then so be it. Like, I don't know. There's so many people trying to do the Joe Rogan thing.
Yeah, it's kind of the style, I guess I would say.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's had on some pretty interesting guests in the past. I've just caught different episodes that he's had with people. He's different. I mean, he's not Rogan for sure. I mean, he's not Rogan at all. He's a little bit like abrasive, I guess. Maybe I don't know. Maybe that's not the right word, but I don't know. Seems like an ex-army guy or something. That's kind of the vibe I get.
He's like a SEAL or something. He was a SEAL or, well, he had Gavin Newsom on yesterday or 2 days ago, whatever it was, for 4 hours and 20 minutes. And it's
wow.
Oh, okay, let's see what this is going to be like. And I think he's in the vein of a Rogan, kind of in that more leaning conservative. And I was like, okay, let's hear how, and it was bad.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was really bad. Like, you can just tell the difference between Rogan, who is not going to let you just spill bullshit for 4 hours. I was shocked at the lack of pushback at all. And I will say
that surprises me.
Really? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. As soon as I heard Sean was like, yeah, we went to breakfast together or dinner the night before, and I was like, oh, okay, so you're buddy. And Gavin Newsom is one of those really slick politicians. People need to be aware of Gavin Newsom and what he is, because if you're not careful, he will have you believing him.
Yeah.
He's
very charismatic. Very charismatic.
Very. There's something.
Yeah, and it's hard to call people on their bullshit when you went to dinner and breakfast and
totally,
and he's won you over.
Look, I'll be honest with you.
That's a surprising coming from him, at least. I don't know. That's weird to me.
I started to read some of the comments, and because that's how I was feeling. I was getting mad. I was laying in my room, had my iPad up, and I was just watching this interview. And first off, Gavin Newsom is such a creep. He's so fucking creepy. He's got his legs crossed like all the fucking femme men are doing now. That weird way that chicks cross their legs that all of these guys are doing. Like, I don't know what that is, where it's like, I can tell who you voted for by the way you sit and cheer. Like, seriously, I don't know how else to put it. And some people have speculated it's a way to show off their socks, to get their pants to hike up. And it's like, it's kind of a Justin Trudeau kind of.
Yeah. Jay warned us about the sock thing many years ago. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. He didn't like it then. But so I don't know if but Gavin Newsom's just got this eerie, like I just love, and he might as well be doing the Justin Bieber heart things. It's just constant, like, oh yeah, people that like sucking dick. We love those people, like with all my heart. Military people, here, homeless people. It's just this flashy, weird, but he has a way of like taking a sentence or a question and twisting it just enough. And he's doing this kind of the whole time. It's distracting as hell. And I didn't understand the Sean Ryan. I've never watched this show. This just happened to pop up in my thing. And I'm like, dude, you're not going to let him just say that, are you? You're not really going to let him just say that. I have a couple examples because I guess he's friends with Rogan. I guess Sean Ryan is. And I'm assuming a lot of these guys early on with Rogan, he was encouraging all these people that came onto his show, like, start a podcast. And I was like, yeah, how about no? How about you don't encourage every asshole who's a comic to start a podcast? But they all have, whatever. And I think Sean Ryan was one of those. And it's weird to me how these have taken off. And now all these celebrities are doing these shows almost exclusively. Like, I'm going into the fire. I'm going into the den. But
they're getting more eyeballs
than Rogan,
mainstream media. So
right. Well, apparently Sean Ryan had put something in his Patreon area, like, "Hey, I'm going to have Gavin Newsom on," and Rogan commented in there. And let's see.
Yeah, he starts his show off with like.
So this is from Joe Rogan.
Really? He starts his show with a Patreon
question?
Yeah,
usually towards the beginning. That's what I've seen. Like, oh, I've got a question from a Patreon listener here.
Okay, that's not a bad idea. That's kind of cool to get, it's like those, what are the paid ones? The super chats that you have to read. It's kind of like that. So he brings up
So this is from Joe Rogan.
Oh, God.
This is
By the way, are those levels
That's
okay?
a little loud, but people can turn it down.
It is.
Tough one.
He won't have me on the show, by the way.
Who will be held accountable for mandating COVID-19 vaccines for children, which were unnecessary and ineffective? And who will take responsibility for the unprecedented increases in myocarditis and cancer cases among them? Second to that, do you feel any remorse for that draconian decision that was obviously heavily influenced by the pharmaceutical companies' desire for maximum profit?
Yeah, I've signed some of the most progressive laws against big pharma in the country, so I have receipts on that. So no one should suggest that it was about doing the bidding of big pharma. Quite the contrary. California, like many states, red states included, Florida included, moved forward early in the pandemic, working with the Trump administration and the advisors from the Trump administration to impose certain strategies to mitigate the impacts of this novel disease, coronavirus. What's interesting about this process is none of us have really reviewed in an objective way. It's all through the lens of politics, what we did right and what we did wrong. And so I'll answer that question by telling you what I've just tasked. I've asked our team to put together an objective review of everything we did right, everything we did wrong. We're interviewing people that vehemently disagree with us, that oppose the mask mandates, that oppose the stay-at-home orders, people that are international experts. We're stress testing our entire process. Coulda, shoulda, woulda.
Clown.
Comparing and contrasting to what other states did. I mean, Florida shut down their bars and restaurants before California. Before California.
Oh, good one.
The question was, when did we start to unwind some of those restrictions?
Yeah.
California was more restrictive, and we were certainly aggressive at scale. As it relates to vaccines save lives. But Joe asked a very different question about children, and I respect that. And that was where there was a lot of feedback with a lot of experts that I had as advisors. By the way, I used advisors from 2 other states. We did this West Coast Alliance to review not just what was coming from the federal government, but to have a prism and lens on the recommendations coming from the CDC through our own independent advisors. And I took their advice, not as a doctor, but as a governor. So with humility, seriously, humility and grace, I've asked them to have that report done. It's going to be done next month. And it'll be the only state that I know of that is putting out a truly objective review of what went right and what went wrong. And I know everyone's a goddamn genius now in hindsight. But at the time, None of us knew what we were up against, including the President of the United States, who I worked very closely with. There wasn't a Democratic governor in America that worked closer during the pandemic than I did with Donald Trump.
What an asshole.
Yeah. I mean, first of all, he must have taken a ton of public speaking classes, because that's what they teach you. And they teach you to go from like one side to the middle to the next. And like, even when you're speaking on a stage, like if you're telling a story, you should be in one side of the stage at the beginning, you move to the middle during the middle, and then you move to the other side of the stage during the end. And it's supposed to be this thing. And so, but he does it like too much. Like someone needs to tell him to cool it down a little bit. Yeah, it's a little bit much. I'll say this though.
What is this? I've never done this in my life.
Yeah.
We're coming together. We're building bridges.
Yeah, he literally is like sign languaging.
You're like, dude, what are you doing? This is so infuriating to me. Like what he's doing right there. Like, hey, Florida closed down.
Yeah.
Even
I
before
don't like
California.
That's the politician bullshit that I can totally do without. I will say this though. First of all, I have zero confidence that some quote unquote unbiased, nonpartisan review is occurring. However, it does bother me that we've completely ignored everything that happened in the pandemic and we've just moved on from it. And I don't like that other states and even the federal government aren't looking into this, like what went right, what went wrong. So I will give him the benefit of the doubt here and say, like, let's look at the report next month. I have a feeling it's not going to be, unbiased, but I would be interested to read it because I do think that we need to learn something from all of this.
Oh, I'll read it. The problem I had with all this, and I've got a story here from a local paper on this interview. Like, this motherfucker, are you kidding me? First off, he said, God damn, this, whoever put this out, yeah, you're just so cool. You're just dropping F-bombs. He's saying, fuck this and that, every other word. It's bullshit. Like, dude, you are the governor of California. Like, I don't know who has told all these politicians on the left, like, yeah, like, that's how we're going to compete with
that's
Trump.
Exactly
we're just going to, we're going to be normal people. We're going to say it like it is. And we're going to drop goddamn and mother
to be fair,
effort.
Mike, if I were a politician, I would 100% talk like that because I can't talk any other way.
You know what? Dude, but that would be authentic.
True.
It's who you are. It's why Trump gets away with it. It's why it has meaning the way Trump speaks. Like, no, you don't get to follow that and be like, remember when the Republicans tried to do that? It was like, Marco Rubio's going to go up on that debate stage and he's going to shit talk Trump. It's like, don't do that. Be what you are, Marco. And I respect him more now, or Ted Cruz, than I ever did during that, where it was like, they didn't know how to react to Donald Trump. And it was all Republicans when they were running together before it got to a general. And they were all trying to do that. And the left is doing that now. So it's, we're just gonna drop F-bombs. And it's just creepy and weird. They're just such gross human beings. I never faulted Trump in the beginning when all of a sudden, it's why he lost the election, if you will, was how coronavirus landed out of nowhere. And I remember talking to Isis and Jay at the time. And Isis was like, I didn't like the way Trump's handled it. And that. I'm like, dude, to expect a politician like having this once in 100-year thing drop in their lap, if you're being honest, if you're being fair, there are a lot of decisions in those first days where you don't know what it is. It's like if an alien ship just lands in the night sky and it's like, the day the aliens arrived, you didn't know what to do. It's like, I don't expect that they would know what to do. The problem with Gavin Newsom and this, Florida even closed down before
they opened right back up.
Right back up.
And all of you fuckers were going there. Because it was the only place
Yes.
open.
It was the only place open. And as new information came in, you
Right.
weren't just doing the bidding of
Yeah.
big pharma. That's what you did,
Yeah.
Gavin. So I'm reading this article by Katie Grimes today. Gavin Newsom must adhere to the phrase, all publicity is good publicity. Californians try to ignore the annoying, narcissistic governor. So he's reaching out beyond his usual purview, doing podcasts with big name podcasters. But these interviews don't make Newsom appear genuine or sincere. Not even a little bit. But watch out. He is going to fool a shitload of people. He's that smooth, slick, if you didn't know any better, you'd think he's MAGA.
Yeah.
Listen, he's playing to that audience and Sean Ryan, and you desperately have to push back on guys like that. And unfortunately, there was zero throughout 4 hours and 20 minutes, zero pushback on Gavin Newsom. It was like, what the fuck are we doing, dude? And that's why I was asking you, like, are you familiar with the show?
Yeah, I guess I'm not. I mean, I haven't watched. I don't think I've watched enough adversarial episodes of his that would involve needing pushback that I could say one way or the other if that's how he generally is. Like I feel like I watched P. Diddy's old bodyguard on his podcast. Like I feel like that was like one of my first intros into him. So it was like something like that. So I don't know that if he's always like that or not.
And if that's what his show is, that's why I don't want to be like, I just don't know. So it's like, okay, if my show is I ask a question and I give these guys the platform to say whatever they want, and then the audience can judge. Okay, that's a way to do it. That's a way to do it. You can just, hey, I don't cut them off after 3 minutes and go to a commercial break. I let them go for 4 hours, and what they say is what they say. And then you can decide whether you buy any of this or not. It's just weird to me that he's just, because Gavin comes on and acts like a hunter and the Second Amendment is super important to him. Tackling homelessness is big on his priorities list. And, getting that border under control is big on his priority. Like all of that is 100% bullshit. And everything California's done says
it's
that's
complete
bullshit.
opposite.
The exact opposite. So it's cartoonishly stupid listening to Gavin Newsom just dance around it and come up with slick, greasy-haired answers, politician style, and like, wow, you're just gonna let him? Okay, but if that's what his show is, I don't know. While Newsom keeps his PR flacks busy remaking his image, he really should be feeling some level of embarrassment or shame. No, these people are not capable of that. Feeling shame is a self-conscious emotion. Together with pride, embarrassment, jealousy, and guilt are emotions Gavin Newsom appears to be lacking. Sean asked him about his handling of the pandemic and his decisions to lock down the entire state of California during the COVID flu. We just watched that. California was locked down for 3 years, not 3 months. Gavin Newsom was the first governor in the nation to order a state fully locked down, and he extended out mask mandates and school and business lockdowns beyond all other states. Do you think some of the restrictions you put in place created a mental health crisis by being locked up, by not being outdoors? Oh, come on, man. Of course. Of course. Decisions were made. And, that's why we're doing this big report to see where we dropped the ball. We didn't know. That's his new line. We just didn't know. Yeah, a lot of us knew, Gavin, and you were one of the people leading the charge to shame anyone who had a simple question, who questioned your authority, your tyrannical authority. That's fuck you, Gavin Newsom.
Yeah, I mean,
that's what I would say
it's
to
crazy
that.
because there's just this weird revisionist history that it wasn't just, hey guys, we don't know. It's we know. And if you ask us a question or you go against us, you want people to die. You should not be seen in emergency rooms. You're going to get deplatformed. Yep. You're going to get kicked off of social media. You're going to get your YouTube channel shut down. Yeah, you're going to get fired. That was what it was. It wasn't, we don't know. You're saying now we don't know. But at the time, you sure as shit seemed like you fucking knew.
Yeah, that's a great point. And I'll tell you what the fallout is around here, because I'm in Michigan frequently enough, obviously spent decades there. Arizona, Scottsdale area and surrounding cities. And I'm in California quite a bit. And what you see is radically different between the years. You'll occasionally see someone in a mask in Scottsdale or in Michigan. Occasionally you'll see one of them be like, oh, that poor soul. Around here, all the time. And it's funny, my sister's such a nice person. She wants to get along with everybody. She wants to give everybody the benefit of the doubt. She's in that bubble right now where she's raising a family and she's running. So she's not paying attention like you and I are to the news, to what's going on over here, how these people are dealing with. She's busy. And so the Gavin Newsoms of the world are banking on that. You got your own shit going on. You're not paying that much attention. So the amount of mentally ill people running around this state right now is shocking. I showed Newberg, not Newberg, Landau, this picture of this fucking idiot on the road, and you can't really see it. I'm sorry. I probably should have sent it to AA Ron. This thing. Let's see if you can see it.
Driving. There. Oh my God! With
what appears to be a sheet over her face and gardening gloves on in a car by herself. And my sister, I swear to God, goes, well, a lot of this is allergies. And I go, fuck off, Chris. Don't just stop. I've been coming to this state since I was a toddler. I don't remember everyone's allergies being like this. Everywhere you go, I would just go, hey, Chris, look, check out that lady with her allergies. Check out that guy by himself and he must have really bad allergies. It's a running joke right now. Here's a guy on the beach by himself, walking along the beach with a giant mask and gloves on.
That's crazy.
That is, dude, it's insane. Alone in your car, just like... That is what Gavin Newsom doing daily press conferences in this state did to these people. It was people like Gavin Newsom that has absolutely scared the shit out of these people into thinking, yep, this is the way to go through life. Like this boogeyman is going to get us. And they're all over here. And it's a shocking amount of people that are on an open beach, in an open park,
wild.
In a car by themselves. It's wild. And it's like, it's not going on quite like that in Scottsdale. Certainly isn't going on like that in Michigan.
The only people I remember used to seeing in masks were Asians.
Yes. And that goes back to...
and their air quality is shit over there. And so I think they just wear masks like they're used to that.
Right. Well, there's a lot of... I mean, you'd pick them out immediately. Be like, I know who you voted for. You can tell by the shorts, the socks, the sandals, the hairstyle, the whole works. And it's like, nice mask. And the amount of them that have their nose hanging out, half their mouth hanging out, it's like a badge of honor to them. I swear to God, there are people walking around with half their mouth and their nose out, just with this filthy paper mask on all over.
Wild.
It's insane. Gavin is now attempting to impersonate a compassionate human being and being a moderate politician. Yeah, so he was on Sean Ryan's show. So now he's kind of leaning into the MAGA thing. Newsom locked down the entire state of California for nearly 1,095 days. He ordered non-essential businesses to shut down. He ordered daycares, K through 12 schools, colleges, universities shut down. He ordered churches to shut down. He shut down restaurants. He canceled outdoor dining. California looked as if a nuclear bomb had dropped and wiped out the population, but just left infrastructure standing. Newsom had mountains of sand dumped into skate parks and playgrounds so kids couldn't play on equipment. Yeah. He had basketball nets removed.
That's so crazy.
He ordered indoor and outdoor masking and mandated the COVID shot on babies. Wow. And all Californians, and then extended, extorted those who wanted to go back to school and work with the shot.
Yeah.
Remember those days? No shot, no work,
Mhm.
no school. For the first time in history, healthy people were locked down by government tyrants
That
like
was such
Gavin
a crazy
Newsom.
time.
He had Californians arrested for attempting to take an outdoor run. He arrested a lone paddleboarder in Southern California for daring to visit an empty beach.
I remember that
I remember
too.
that story.
I remember that too.
Newsom's lockdowns made little to zero difference other than to destroy years of education for kids, kill off as many of the state's small businesses as possible. We know who the chief Californian tyrant is. He told us who he was every day with his freakish television appearances, demanding we stay home, stay safe, for our own good, shelter in place. While he moved about freely with his life went on relatively normally, vacationing, dining out with friends, traveling. His actions were undemocratic, oppressive, and tyrannical. He was increasingly diabolical, offering up end dates to the masking and lockdowns, only to either fully retract those claiming positive tests were up or to attach a caveat like the unvaccinated would have to continue to wear masks indefinitely. In June of 21, he announced he would end his COVID stay-at-home order, business lockdowns, and school closures after more than 15 months. But he also said a vax verification system would be coming in short order. He wanted Californians to use an electronic vaccine passport to gain entrance to buildings and work against. I remember retards bragging about this.
Mhm.
Absolute tards. Like, I don't know, J. Chris Newberg. I remember Newberg coming to town, showing off to me his barcode, proving that he was a good boy and got the shot. So he was allowed to walk wherever he wanted in California.
Wild.
People were happy about it. I was like, dude, this
Govern me harder, Daddy.
Yeah. Like, oh my God, man. Let's see. By 2023, California had lost 36% of non-essential businesses. He issued 58 executive orders, one-man rule decrees. So non-essential businesses remained closed after being ordered to. More than 1/3 of restaurants permanently closed. Many owners unable to pay their bills, feed their families, while Home Depot, Costco, and Walmart remained open, deemed essential by old Governor Newsom. He was caught going out to the French Laundry in Napa, multiple vacations out of the country. And then in 22, he started Maskgate. I remember that at the NFC Championship game in LA, despite having his own mask mandates. I can't remember what his bullshit excuse was for that, but he was in a suite. And then he says on Sean Ryan's show, yeah, we're all human. You know, we fell short sometimes. That was his excuse for being at the French Laundry. We're all human and we all fall short. Yeah, the difference is when we fell short, you wanted people put in jail like that paddleboarder on an open ocean by himself.
Right.
That was the difference there, asshole. I think I have one more clip from him, and then here he is on illegals.
Trump, you win. 5,000 troops, go home now. You got me. You own the lib. You showed how tough you are. You've had the display of vulgarity from my perspective or strength from your perspective, MacArthur Park. Can we now just go back? You've arrested 3,000 people in the last few months. Well done. The vast majority apparently don't have criminal records. You made your point. A lot of people are self-deporting. We're, by the way, hearing a lot of that. And I guess that's part of the point. You got all this new money. Can we do it to be a little more constructive and advance a bill on amnesty and immigration reform? Address those who have been here 10 years paying taxes, 15, 20 years. And by the way, in California, was a survey done, very reputable survey, 69% of the undocs in my state have been in the state over a decade.
We need these people in this country. And I do think that the economy is going to face some consequences. I think it already probably is. Why is nobody on the right or the left trying to fix the actual immigration?
I think because the politics, we're rewarded for bad behavior, man. Trump says the right things on this. He wants first-round draft choices around the best in the world. Love that, man. Let's get the best in the goddamn right. You want to talk about AI? 50% of the AI researchers are Chinese, man. It's an economic imperative, diversity. I'm sorry, I know that offends some people. There's a business case to be made there. I know that's woke.
Oh, he's such a scumbag. I just don't buy this, Amy, that, oh God, without without illegals crashing our border, this country couldn't even stand.
Yeah.
Like, it's just,
it's such a, yeah. And it's just so it's just so racist too. Like, every single example that people give is fucking, my maid's going to be gone, or the person who picks my crops are going to be gone. It's never like, oh, we're going to lose that really good engineer that fucking, designed Elon's spaceship.
Yeah.
That's not what we're saying. Like, it's like everybody's just they just want to keep this cheap labor around. And I don't know. It's just.
Well, the fact is, the guy that, the engineer, top of his class somewhere, that helped Elon design SpaceX rocket ships, didn't crash your border.
Exactly.
With millions of other people.
Right. They came here legally.
Yeah.
If they're an immigrant, they came here legally.
I was reading this today about Representative Maria Salazar from Florida leading an effort to prevent the deportation of an untold number of illegal aliens, offering them a legal pathway to remain in the United States with a bill that critics have called an amnesty proposal. It's called the Dignity Act. It's just dignity.
Sure.
She's a Republican, by the way. The legislation introduced by Salazar and Veronica Escobar, a Democrat from Texas. So it's bipartisan. It's bipartisan. We're working together. That's what we're doing here. It would allow illegal aliens who have been in the country since 2001 to apply for a renewable 7-year legal status. Those deemed eligible would have to pass a background check, pay $7,000 in restitution over a 7-year period. Okay. Mm-hmm. Or just get the fuck out and get back in line and come the legal way.
I don't know. That doesn't bother me. That doesn't bother me. I mean, why not do something like that? I mean, I don't think that's fine. We're not going to stop doing what we're doing, but if you want to do that in the meantime, and whoever's still left and that applies to, then fine. But yeah, I mean, I'm not saying 100% of them have to be kicked out. I don't mind this combination of kicking them out and doing something like this.
We are the noblest nation on the face of the earth. It's time for our immigration system to measure up, she wrote in Spanish. She repeatedly claimed the legislation is not an amnesty bill, arguing that it allows certain long-term undocumented immigrants to earn legal status without amnesty or a path to citizenship. Matt Gaetz warned the Dignity Act includes amnesty for illegals. Lawyer Will Chamberlain said the legislation is absolutely an amnesty bill for illegal aliens, would absolutely blow the door open on legal migration. There is no mistake about it. This is first and foremost an amnesty bill. Salazar touted legislation in media appearances this week, claiming that some illegal aliens deserve to stay in the United States. There's another mass of people, most of them Hispanics, who have been here for more than 5 years, contributing to the economy, who don't have a criminal record, and those people deserve some type of dignity and deserve to stay. Said no other country on planet Earth ever, by the way.
Right.
Just so we're clear about that. No country would put up with that shit. Matt Walsh shot back at Salazar. Deserve? If foreigners deserve to disregard our laws, what laws do I, as an American citizen, deserve to disregard?
Yeah.
Do I deserve to not pay my taxes, ignore speed limits, shoplift? Or is this an entitlement reserved only for foreign nationals? Please explain, Maria. Let's see. The bill would also expand the number of migrants who could enter the country on various visas, mandate that employers use some e-verify check for work authorization, blah, blah, blah. This has been discussed my whole life, by the way.
Yeah, and that's kind of the point. Nobody does anything about it.
Exactly. Until now.
They're still not doing anything. I mean, they're doing something about it in terms of like they're kicking people out, which is good. But nobody, except for this that I'm hearing about for the first time, nobody's putting forth legislation to fix it and to have a good plan going forward. Yeah,
they've let it turn into a mess. It just is. And I don't know if we felt it in Michigan, it's stark here. I was in I was in San Francisco yesterday and had to run into a store just to grab a sweatshirt because it was actually cold down there at the beach. So I needed to run in. It was like, leave the car running. I'll run in, run out real quick. And I'm in line, and the store is filthy. I'm sorry, it just is. I felt like in a third world country, no kidding. And I'm walking around, and it's just gross. And there's 20 people in line to check out. They've got multiple security loss prevention officers standing there in like their fucking jackets. They're just, so used to everything being broken into. The store, all of the shelves are locked. They're all socks. The socks are lock and key. Think I'm kidding? I'm not. And so I'm standing in line. I'm waiting my turn in line, and I just look at the line. Here you go. I don't know if you can see that, Ames. Don't like that, dude. When I go into places like this, it used to be like, oh, high price stuff, the PlayStations, and if I was looking at a gamers, and this is something I really was specifically there to get. It's like, no, I'm not going to flag someone down to come unlock a thing to grab a pair of socks. Forget it. I just leave. Not dealing with it.
Yeah.
They're at the point of locking up their socks now because of all this shit.
Crazy.
There's 20 people in line, not a single white person, just saying. And maybe that's for the better. I don't know. Not here to judge, just something I noticed. Not one person in line spoke English. Not one. There's a family of people speaking Spanish in front of me. Indian guy over here with his fucking wife wearing God knows what, speaking Punjabi, I don't know. And then, Chinese guy speaking like whatever. Like, okay, I don't remember this growing up, but maybe this is for the better.
Yeah. I mean, I remember that growing up.
You do?
I feel like, yeah, because we grew up around so many Chaldeans. It was just like every other person was Chaldean, it felt like, in the area where I grew up.
Yeah, it's not quite the melting pot I remember. What I remember, because I was around plenty of Chaldeans too. And you got the first generation, and, parents dressed the way they dressed. Mom was like, fuck that, I'm not learning a new language. And then the kids grew up, and they just kind of assimilated and whatnot. And this just like, there's no chance of assimilation there. I don't know. To me, it's like, okay, this is over. This is done. Like this is the way it is now. And now we dumped, somewhere between 10 and 30 million more into the country. And I don't know. I guess we'll see how it works out. But they are pushing for amnesty now. So if you're wondering, but yeah, maybe you should watch that Gavin Newsom interview. I think you might get something out of it. I think it'll infuriate you, to be honest.
4 hours is a lot to commit to,
right out of the gate.
People that I don't really care about.
you will be infuriated just seeing how they work, how they operate, But
yeah.
And the reason I think it's important for you is this dude is 100% running on the Democrat ticket.
Oh yeah.
In 28. Like that is the guy. And he's going to try to snow an entire country of people. And so you might as well be well aware of it now, because he's going to fool a lot of people. He really is.
Not going to fool me, Mike.
Yeah. No, he's not going to fool you, but a lot of people will be fooled. Epstein's story. Where do we sit today, Ames?
So frustrating, dude.
Yeah.
I don't even, it's like pissing me off.
Yeah, it's pissing me off too. So there's been some updates. Trump last night, said the controversy surrounding Jeff Epstein's case is being kept alive by pretty bad people, including the fake news media. Do you know what he's talking about with this one? I'm struggling to figure out what he's talking about. What does he mean, the fake news?
Maybe that I don't know. Maybe that he's reporting that, maybe because the mainstream media is reporting that, there's a rift in MAGA because people are pissed at how
there
they
is a rift
this.
in MAGA.
Yeah.
And rightly so. You don't get a free pass to just go, look, fake news worked not because it was a catchy slogan, but because it was so obvious for all of us to see. We could all see how full of shit they were in their reporting. So it made sense. This, I don't understand it. Why they would be so interested. He's been dead for a long time. He was never a big factor in terms of life. I don't understand what the interest or what the fascination is. I really don't. The credible information has been given. Don't forget, we went through years of the Mueller witch hunt and all of the different things, the Steele dossier, which was all fake. All that information was fake. I don't understand why the Jeffrey Epstein case would be of interest to anybody. It's pretty boring stuff. It's sordid, but it's boring. I don't understand why it keeps going. I think really only pretty bad people, including the fake news, want to keep something like that going. Is he being serious?
Boy, that is just frustrating as
Like,
all
pretty-
get out.
Pretty boring stuff. Like, a guy with supervillain money has a kid fuck island, and how are you getting to the boring part?
Like, it also goes to some kind of governmental corruption in terms of he got this sweetheart deal in Florida where he got to like come and go from jail.
Yeah.
And
Check in at night or whatever.
Yeah, check in at night. He basically like just fucking slept there. And that was like his jail sentence. And then, you know, all of this shit just goes away and he dies. And it's just like, don't ask any questions about it. And for him to compare it to the Mueller report and Russiagate
Steele
or whatever,
dossier.
the Steele dossier is so offensive.
So
Because
offensive.
those two things are corruption. Those two things are they're bullshit. They're fake. This isn't fake. This is and if it's fake, why the fuck is Ghislaine in jail if it's fake?
Yeah.
Someone explain if it's fake, explain that to me.
Yeah.
Fucking free your ass if it's fake.
Let's see. I have a video. I hope it's not just what I played you, but here's Trump. This might have been from today.
President, I know you've urged people
It's just so irritating because he ran on this.
I'm trying to remember. Did he run? I know a lot of people in his stuff. He ran on the border. He ran on fake news. He ran on fixing the economy.
He 100% ran on this.
Did he personally talk about the Epstein files? Like
Cash did. I mean, and that's his appointee.
Yes.
I mean, Pam Bondi had fucking binders printed out.
Yeah.
Of apparently fake files. I guess I don't know, since it's fake, then I don't know what that was about.
That's what I don't understand. What do you mean is fake about it? Like the whole story's fake?
Right.
Because to your point, Ding, why is Ghislaine Maxwell in prison if this was fake? Like,
right.
Let's hear what he says here.
Why do you think your supporters in particular have been so interested in the Epstein story and so upset about how it's been handled?
I don't understand it. Why they would be so interested. He's dead for a long time. He was never a big factor in terms of life.
This is what
I don't understand what the interest or what the fascination is. I really don't. And the credible information's been given. Don't forget, we went through years of the Mueller witch hunt and all of the different things.
This is basically what I read to you. That's really infuriating. Like trying to.
And it just makes me question it. Like, it genuinely makes me question it. Like,
yeah.
Do I think Trump's in those files in some nefarious way? Fuck no, I don't. Because let me tell you, I feel like we say this all the time, but we would know about that by now.
Yep.
So he's not trying to protect himself. That's not what it makes me question. But it makes me question, who is he? I mean, you know, if you listen to certain people, it's Israel.
Yeah. Yeah.
And maybe that's what it is. I don't fucking know. But he's protecting somebody.
This is a terrible way of going about this, though.
And people aren't going to stop asking.
No, it's only going to get louder.
Has Dan Bongino quit yet?
No, he apparently didn't show up on Friday, and he apparently got behind the scenes, got into some screaming match with Pam Bondi.
Oh, I bet he's pissed.
Oh, Dude,
I bet he is so fucking pissed, and
his entire reputation is built on these people lie to you without care, and that ends now.
Yes,
There
I'm
needs
gonna
to be
get in there and fix this.
Yes, that it is so corrupt. You know, whether it's the FBI, the CIA, him and Kash Patel as a team. And I've said it many times. Kash is my guy. I watched enough interviews with him, and it was like, this dude gets it.
Yeah.
This guy understands what the problem is, and he finally has a president that's like, fuck it, get in there and show the people they're big boys and girls. They can handle the truth. And it's like, yeah. And if that means people that are on my team are implicated, so be it.
Mm-hmm.
So be it. Like, I don't care. Riley Gaines came out today. She's turning on Trump now over refusal to release the Epstein files. He's branded it the Epstein hoax while calling out Republicans being duped by pursuing the matter further. She took to X and said, was it stupid and foolish when he campaigned on releasing the files? Are Pam Bondi, Kash Patel, Dan Bongino, and Alina Habba all foolish and stupid for peddling this for the past 6 months? Why on earth is he doing this? That's my question. Why? What is? And we'll probably never know.
Yeah, I mean,
it's
probably Israel, if I had to guess.
I know. I hate jumping into conspiracies along those lines, but I feel the same way. Like, is this just some Israel thing? Do they have dirt on so many people that I don't know. In an effort to contain the fallout, White House officials are weighing a range of options, including unsealing new documents, appointing a special prosecutor. Isn't that the point of the people you've brought in?
Right.
What the fuck would you need a special prosecutor for? Isn't that the point of Kash Patel, Dan Bongino, Pam Bondi?
Right.
Like this.
Yeah, we don't want anybody different. We want them to look at it.
This is Mueller report all over again. What are you kidding me? So in 3 years, there's going to be some report that comes out that says, yeah, there was nothing to see here all along. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, did you miss the whole point?
The thing is, like, for them to even, I don't understand how they're not telling us, like, yeah, this is why that deal got done in Florida. And, like, let us know the bullshit that happened behind the scenes. And I feel like the reason they're not doing that is because he was a informant. He was an agent of Mossad, very likely. And I mean, I even think, I can't remember who it is, but Candace Owens goes into it pretty well. But someone I feel like who is involved in the prosecution team in Florida said, you have to stay away from this guy because he is, he's an informant. Like he's untouchable. You're not gonna get anything out of this guy. Like he's off limits. And so, like, I would like to know more about that. Okay. And the thing is they're assuming that we want the tapes. That's not what we fucking want. Okay.
They know that's bullshit. They know that's bullshit, dude. There's no way Pam Bondi is like, oh, you know what would make them happy if we release a bunch of pedophile videos to them.
Just
like,
so offensive.
Are you kidding me? Dude, So I was talking about Reed shritting his pants because he got that bug. And so last week I was talking about that. And so I went to AI Creator and I was like, hey, give me a 10-year-old boy who's got a shritty diaper on. Because I was telling my sister, get him some Depends, this and that. And I just wanted a soiled, diapered kid. And I was gonna put his face on it, like, ha, 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 hilarious. Like, oh, yeah, I see Reed's still having a problem. Even AI was like, no, I'm not showing a 10-year-old kid.
Yeah.
What are you, jacking off to fucking feces 10-year-old videos? Like, even AI was like, nope, crossing a line. The idea that we would be like, Pam Bondi lied. We thought we were getting fucking all these hardcore porn videos of kids with politics. Like, no. And for her to double down like, I will not be sending out these disgusting videos. It's like, who do you...
No shit. Yeah.
Who do you think we are that's like, what we wanted? Seriously? I don't believe it. I don't believe it for a second that she knows exactly what she's saying. She knows exactly what she's saying. There's no way anyone's looking for that. The president and his aides, I don't believe the president, but senior aides have also reached out to key MAGA influencers, urging them to dial down their criticism of their handling of the Epstein investigation and shift focus to broader priorities for the America First movement.
Fuck off. Fuck off.
No. And the fact that you would even ask people that, so what? Destroying the credibility of Dan Bongino and Kash Patel and Pam Bondi is not enough. You want to destroy the credibility of key MAGA influencers? Are you insane?
It's crazy.
I mean, you know anybody out there? I mean, in any of the things you watch, Amy, where it's like, oh yeah, they're following that order. What do you think they are? Democrat fucking followers? Seriously?
Yeah, right.
Like, no, dude, that's not how this works at all. I would lose all respect for anybody that was playing along with that game right now. All respect. So Trump urged Pam Bondi to release whatever she believes is credible. Look, the fact is, we have heard before the election that there are truckloads of files on Epstein. Truckloads. This idea that the files on my desk, are you kidding me? You're talking about a guy with hundreds of millions of dollars for some reason, an island and a jet, and decades of information. You think that fits in a file? No.
Yeah.
These are probably warehouses full of files. So I don't know how you want to go about releasing that, not releasing that. I'd have more respect if you just went, it's mountainous. No, we're not releasing it. Fuck that. We're moving on. Like, we're capable of doing more than one thing.
Yeah.
Understanding what's going on in this country, what's important, the border, the economy, the jobs report, and the Epstein files. It's just infuriating. You know, what is everyone's fascination with this? Are you kidding? So, and the more days go on like this, the worse it's going to get. I'm sorry. I don't see you changing your tune on this.
Yeah. No, it's bullshit.
Part of me hopes Dan Bongino does quit.
Yeah, me too. I want the scoop.
I mean, I got to think that if he would go back to his media empire, this idea that he couldn't jump right back into that and go, here's what happened, guys.
Yeah, right.
You know, while he still has a chance to. Forensic experts have discovered that nearly 3 minutes of footage were cut from the full raw video of Epstein's suicide in prison. The surveillance tapes were released back to back up the DOJ's claim that Epstein killed himself. An analysis published by Wired shows that the file was in fact not raw, but stitched together using Adobe Premiere Pro from 2 clips. One of the clips was originally 4 hours and 19 minutes long, but it had nearly 2 minutes and 53 seconds cut out. The cut occurs at 11:58:58, which is mere milliseconds before there is a 1 minute gap in the tape. The second clip resumes at midnight on the dot. So this throws out Pam Bondi's idea, you know, her saying, oh, it could just be when they're changing the tapes and every night there's that 1 minute. Like, no, that says someone put this through Premiere Pro Cut.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah. And who? Like, and that's the thing. That's what you were supposed to look into, fuckers.
Yeah. It's the whole point of you. Experts enlisted by Wired determined the footage was assembled from at least 2 source clips, and it was then saved multiple times and exported before being uploaded to the DOJ website. Analysts disclaimed the publication. Analysts disclaimed the publication. It was unclear what exactly was manipulated and that the edits may not have been meant to deceive. Sounds like they were meant to deceive. Like,
why else do you edit it? Like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I'm so sick and tired of being gaslit by everybody. It's so fucking
That's
annoying.
what it is. You know, that Gavin Newsom interview, it's 4 hours and 19 minutes of gaslighting. And this is just gross. This level of gaslighting from these people is disgusting. Ghislaine Maxwell, I hope they will talk to her. I do. I don't think that'll happen. I think it's pretty clear they want this story to go away. And I can't believe, of all people, Donald Trump is reading the room this wrong with this group, this base.
That's why it's like it's something bigger than him. Clearly.
I mean, wouldn't you have more respect if you went, look, this goes back decades. It's bigger than me. It's bigger than our country. And unfortunately, thankfully he's dead and this can't continue. But this involves Israel. This involves world leaders. Why not? Fucking cares.
Because if he can say that, then he can tell the truth about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The whole idea is gaslighting us into this, keep the truth away from the public as much as possible. And that, that's by not admitting the truth about who he is, who he worked for, who his clients were, why he got treated the way that he did, why the fucking videos edited. I mean, it's just, and people aren't going to stop asking. So for them to just, try to change the topic every time or tell us how stupid we are for caring is not going to work.
No, I don't think it is either. Maybe, I mean, it seems weird to me that like these victims would have been grown up by now. A lot of them, like Virginia Goofile or whatever. And she's dead now. It's kind of weird. She would announce
super
she was
weird.
Like that whole thing is weird, but there's probably hundreds of other kids, young girls involved. Like someone's got to know something. Are those kids dead? Did they just murder them at that island? They just buried them out at sea. Like, I mean,
it's crazy.
It's so weird. So weird. We've got a Seattle judge has ordered that a popular beach be closed because it's become a hot spot for public sex and nudity. That's disgusting. I don't want to. Judge Sam Chung has given the city 2 weeks to handle the ongoing and inappropriate behavior occurring at Denny Blaine Park. I do not want to go to Denny Blaine Park. Apparently, this is in Seattle. What the hell is going on the West Coast? The waterfront park has become known as a nudist spot for over 50 years and is particularly popular among which community do you think?
Homeless.
Well, probably them too. No, the Alphabet Mafia community.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Though it's not specifically designated as a clothing optional park, it's like Black's Beach in San Diego.
Wait, it's been like this for 50 years?
Yeah.
Who cares? Who the fuck cares? This isn't something new.
The residents. What? And you would too. There's been an escalation.
Guess what? If it was something that was going on for 50 years, shame on you for buying a fucking house there.
Well, I think what it was is there's sporadic nudity going on. And now there's been an escalation in overly aggressive sexual behavior over the last couple of years at the park. This lawsuit was filed by this group, Denny Blaine Park for All, and they provided video evidence of dudes just jacking it.
Sweet.
See, that goes too far, in my opinion. If you're jacking it on the beach,
that's
strolling around nude is one thing. So they wrote an open letter which detailed some of the troubling incidents, including a man exposing himself to a female neighbor while making sexually aggressive remarks. Look at my dick. This is a look at my dick and balls kind of situation is going on there. Another guy, I don't know if I believe this. I might need to see a video proof of this. A guy jacking it on top of the hood of his car for 6 hours.
Wow.
You couldn't get the cops there in 6 hours? Some dude wouldn't you just jack that thing raw?
Yeah, how did that work? I don't know. I've got questions.
Yeah. 4 public jack-off incidents occurred in a single week this March, and the community has been plagued by trespassing, indecent exposures, and menacing behavior. Chung ruled the sexual behavior and nudity at the park constitutes a public nuisance. Yeah, guys, put it back behind closed doors. Seriously. No one wants to see that thing. A spokesperson for Denny Blaine Park for All said, at a minimum, we need the law upheld. This gives the city an opportunity for 14 days to get a plan together. So that's what the judge is asking for. These sexual misconducts, lewd activity, masturbation, and public sex acts need to stop. I agree. Although nudity is generally considered legal in the city of Seattle, Judge Chung said the nudity must be addressed as part of the city's plan to combat nuisances at the park. Friends of Denny Blaine is a group that supports allowing nudity in the park. Well, arrest all them. They're creeps. They want all these dudes jacking at the beach. Yeah, no. The group said that Chung's ruling erroneously links harassment and other misconduct to general nude usage of the park. Yeah, it sounds like you were fine with general nudity at the beach for 50 years, and now you have clowns there. Giving them too much of a free pass. So, I don't know. We'll keep an eye on it. To the Astronom file with that one. But, yeah. All right, let's do a couple of emails and get out of here.
I'm sweating, Mike.
Are you? So am I, a little bit. You know what I'm going to try to do tonight? I think we're going to take the kids go-karting.
What are you going to do, Mike? Oh, that'd be fun.
Go-karting?
It's been some time, Mike.
Right?
It's been some time. Yeah,
All
yeah.
Right. Let's see. All right, we'll do an email and then we'll get you out of there and you can stop sweating. Flashback Mike from Scott in Florida. Like Maga Barbie, original Drewcast OG. Then guess who else is back, bitch? Detroit Cast listener, then on to Poem 327. Mike and Jay with Biggie shitting on a target in your driveway. Shows that transformed to TDC with Mike and Amy. Really enjoyed the flashback show. And honestly, would love to hear more of the behind the scenes of the Mike Clark saga. Like many other really miss Plane Man. But anyways, wanted to throw back to some of the great hits over the years with you and Jay. Like What Dude Do from when whatever thug got shot for doing some stupid shit. That was the Michael Brown one. That was someone that walked up on the in Ferguson, Missouri.
Yeah. A lot of good content out of Michael Brown, that was for sure. And that was Gone Too Soon came out of that.
Gone Too Soon. Oh, one of my favorites was Gone Too Soon.
Yeah, Gone Too Soon.
We interviewed Benjamin Crump during that time and asked him about Gone Too Soon.
Yeah.
Because it was his client, Michael Brown's parents. It was his dad who was wearing the Gone Too Soon. I hear it's wonderful this time of year.
Yep.
Let's see. When Jay, some of the funniest shit in the beginning when Jay and Big E found common ground and started going to shows / movies together. That shit left you so confused and was just hilarious. Thanks for all the laughs over the years and would love to hear some best of on some random days to fill in your off days. Thanks for all the laughs. Keep it up, Scott. Thank you, Scott. I appreciate that.
Those were good times for sure.
We're always looking for good times. Don't worry. All right, Ames, go get out of the heat. Is it hot there? What's the weather like in Michigan right now?
Yeah, it is hot, Mike. But, I'm not prepared. I'm wearing sweatpants. It's just, it's hot in this room that I sit in.
Oh, I know. You're upstairs.
I'm just not a prepared
You're good.
human.
Have a good night. Have a good day, everybody.
All
we'll
right,
talk to you soon. I'll be back in Arizona soon. So